Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and this is my first 15 with Arena TDP5, or TDP5 Arena 3D. I'm not sure, the game can't seem to decide. A free-to-play competitive shooter recently released on Steam, and I'm kicking this episode off with a rather unorthodox start, analyzing its Steam page, and I think you'll understand why momentarily. Let's start with the description. TDP5 Arena, the outstanding free-to-play 3D online shooter game with RPG elements styled as 2D platformer. I'm not sure exactly where I ought to start with that. One, no, it's not a 2D platformer, because I'm looking at the screenshots, and while there are platforms, it is not 2D. You keep using that word, I'm not sure it means what you think it means. Real physics, color me doubtful. Various maps, glad to hear there are various. Achievement system, definitely a selling point. Flexible adjustment of talents, I'm assuming that instigates the skill tree. Leaderboard, and much more you can find in our game. Come quickly! Why? Why? What's the hurry? And I don't necessarily intend this to come off as an attack upon the developers, more a critique of how to present one's game in a professional and actually enticing manner on Steam. All of these, what I've just read, and I haven't scrolled down yet, are red flags. I'm already very much inclined to click this not interested button, because I'm not. And you can either take offense to that, or you can realize why it is and work toward fixing that. One, I'm assuming this game, I'm hoping this game, is older than its given release date, which is odd considering the game was just released on a free-to-play basis on Steam a couple of days ago as of this recording, and yet its release date is listed as September 15th, 2004, and if that really is when this game originally came online, I'm wondering if the developers realize what year is it, if I can even speak, judging from the quality of these screenshots. Anyway, let's scroll down. About this game, TDP5 Arena, I've already read that. Flexible talent system. There are 211 unique talents. Design your fighter by choosing the most important ones. Almost manages to sound interesting. However, the most important ones is another red flag. In any game which utilizes a balancing system within its skills, especially a competitive one, there should not be most important ones. There should be ones that fit your playstyle. There should be skills and talents that actually benefit your team, or whatever type of gameplay you want to chase down. The most interesting ones would be a much better, less worrisome word choice. The achievement system, lots of overuse of pronouns here, 390 achievements that will surprise you. I kinda doubt that. Dynamic rating system. Play better than the others and receive rewards for that. Okay, I'm assuming that means there are going to be in-game rewards for actually performing well. However, that doesn't necessarily come into play with a rating system. That would be a progression system. I'm kinda confused, and I think the game is too. Flexible leaderboard. Now, each player has a chance to find out where they will be better than the rest. Kinda really wondering whether or not English is in fact the native language of whomever wrote this description, and I don't mean that to sound, ethnocentric or anything like that. It's just, if you're going to present your product on a platform in which an English translation is offered, at least go to the lengths of creating a properly localized Steam page. Otherwise, I start losing interest very quickly, and I know a lot of other consumers do as well, because it speaks to a rough and shoddy release. Now then, the friendly shop. You can either rent or buy good weapons that you liked, and that in and of itself is a red flag and a half. And what that also connotates to me is that there are only certain ways to keep items. I'm assuming a lot of weapons are going to be rentals, and for the record, I've not actually started this game yet. I'm still kinda hesitant to do so after coming across this Steam page. Anyway, system implants, I have no idea what that means. I would like a little explanation game. Various amplifiers, again, see the previous. More than 50 types of weapons. Okay, alright, weapon variety, I like that. The one solid selling point I've yet to come across Interesting game modes. DM, I'm assuming deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, DOM, domination, I'm assuming, and elm. This is player versus tree right now. Is that elimination? I don't know, and your description should not leave me with that sensation. I should know exactly what I'm downloading onto my hardware and what I can expect from a game prior to ever starting it due to a game's Steam description, and this is absolutely not doing that. So, I think it's time I do that, and I'm kinda worried. Okay, exactly what am I in for with TDP5 Arena? Let's see. Server selection, only European available. And that background music is rather loud, and no options menu exists. Can I turn that down? Can I turn that down? That is... your volume meter! It does nothing! Can I turn the music? Okay. I've mentioned this little aggravation on a couple of occasions, and good God does it bear repeating here. Allow players access to an options menu prior to anything else short of a login in every game. I'm talking indie and AAA alike. It's 2015. It's time. Now, let's play now, and assume I can actually connect to something. Alright, choose your character. John Doe. I do not want my nickname to be player 765 whatever the hell, so I'll go with my usual FPS moniker. And I'm sensing a rather disparate difference in technological capability here, and wondering whether or not some of these may be imported assets from other things. I guess I'll go with Tanya, because I like my classic Command & Conquer, and if you get that reference, you're exactly my kind of person. And let's see. Greetings. You've been chosen as a potential candidate by a secret organization, TDP5. Before accepting you into the project, we need to evaluate your combat skills. Here you can see different information about your equipment as well as your combat statistic. Only the one statistic. Okay. Now open the Battle Zone tab. Oh, okay. Battle Zone tab. Good God. Could this UI get any busier? And why is it confined to such a small area? You could utilize the entire screen with this, and yet you're not. Okay, before I do that, never mind. I guess in order to actually access the options menu, I need to walk through the tutorial, because that's an excellent decision of game design. Battle Zone tab. Great. After a short briefing, you will be able to join the battle. You can see main control keys on the picture above, the very pixelated, blurry picture above. In the battle, you will find them on the bottom side of your screen. Okay, kind of unnecessary. Enter any room and show us your skill. You will... oh god. We will contact you again once you kill a few enemies. I can't access options until I actually go through a firefight. Continue. I can't, can I? Nope. Quick play. God. At least, let me access options menu from an escape menu in the tutorial. I beg of you. Okay, I'm not even enthralled enough to read the flavor text. I apologize. You will earn silver only at the end of the round. Okay, so essentially an ingrained desertion penalty from dropping out of a round mid-match, which I'm kind of glad to see in most games, considering especially in a lot of MOBAs there's the issue of deserters. Dirty, dirty deserters. Now then. Load game map. Loaded. Starting. Okay. Now. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. Whoa. 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 Stop the bus. 1, why can't I hear anything? 2, why haven't I spawned, or have I, and things are just moving without me? And 3, why are all of the game's screenshots positioned and angled in such a manner as to imply a 3-dimensional game environment and UI, and yet what I'm looking at right now is a 3-dimensional Contra-style 2D platformer. At least this gives the description a little more veracity. If not its screenshots, which are damn near close to false advertising. Okay, I've done something, and I hear a lot of grunting. Okay. Now, wow, okay, the mouse sensitivity is really, really high. Can I access anything? I can! Oh, dear God! There are actual sliders for the audio. They've only got like 5 ticks, but I'll take it. Okay, let's... Oh my God. Why does it sound like those sound effects have already gotten slowed down in post? Okay, controls are here-ish. I'm just going to... Okay, grenade is E. I'm just going to work with what I've got there, and I'm reticent to increase the resolution mid-recording. Unfortunately, you guys are just going to have to deal with the odd default resolution here. I apologize for that. There's a violence slider. Not sure exactly what that means. Show FPS ping my nick. Oh yeah, it's not just my nickname. It's my nick, yo. Gun auto switch. And return to... Oh, okay then, game. I appreciate you allowing me the time to really work my hand into the controls like a glove and get to know what the hell I'm even doing. Let's continue game. No, I think I need to leave the room. Although, I have a dread curiosity. I have a mighty need. And, oh good God. Dim background, yes, dim background models, though. Oh, and the animations. Okay. At least I've got a sexy little scorpion to wield. An underappreciated SMG, if ever there was one. Hi there! Could you die? Die now, please. Okay. I've killed a man in my rage, and thus I am happy. I'm going to leave room. I'm actually completely caught off guard by that entire UI, that entire control scheme, because it is not what, as you just saw, the screenshots on the game's Steam page led me to expect, and that is never okay. That is deceptive advertising. Okay, this is main game menu. Okay then, you and your English are all kinds of intriguing. In the top left side of the screen, you can switch between your profile inventory and the main battle zone. You're already familiar with the battle zone tab. You can create or join a suitable room there. In the profile tab, you can find talents, achievements, and combat statistic. Again, just the one. In the inventory tab, you can buy, rent, and upgrade your weapons. Okay. In the top right of the screen, you can find your money, silver, and gold. You can earn silver in battles. Gold is a more valuable premium currency. And I've already read quite a bit warning me at this game's rather pay-to-win structure. I will analyze that momentarily. In the top right of the corner of the screen, you can find the game FAQ. If something is unclear, if you want to know more about the world of TDP5, good God, there's lore. You might find it quite useful. Now you have some knowledge. Show us what you got. Good luck. Okay. Can I full screen this menu? No? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I've earned 944 silver, apparently. I can buy more silver, so both gold and silver are kind of paid currencies in a way. And what exactly does one of these run? Let's look at these. They're priced in euro, apparently. And as one might have noticed at the very beginning, only European servers are available. So I'm assuming that the game is intended for a mainly European audience. So let's see here. What does gold run? A fair amount, apparently. So where is the shop? What exactly is the pricing structure like for a lot of these things? Good God. Could this UI get any more arcane and busy? Let's see. Makarov, Beretta, Glock, Desert Eagle. Of course, it's got to be a classy gold-plated Desert Eagle. Doubly gun? I implore thee. Tell me that doubly gun is just European slang for a double-barreled shotgun sawed-off that I'm just not aware of in my Texan Murica land. I pray to thee, tell me doubly gun is a thing and not just a gross error in localization. Okay, let's see. Where exactly do I go to buy things? I see there are required levels, 2 weapons. And I'm not skipping any of this. I'm not cutting this analysis out, as I kind of anticipated the game not to explain itself very well, and I want you guys to actually witness the difficulties involved in actually parsing out exactly how in the hell one goes about understanding it. Okay, so for the sake of example, oh dear God. Okay, alright then. Rentals, as I already knew. Only rentals? Well, no, there is a buy forever option. However, it is very expensive. 27 gold. I'm going to take this one step at a time. How expensive is 27 gold? That would be a little less than $5. So about $2.50. Okay, so the stats on this thing, are they comparable to another item? Is this a reskin of an existing weapon? Or is it a premium weapon, which I'm never a fan of? Let's see. It does the same damage as the Nigiv. Accuracy is slightly lower. Fire rate is substantially higher. And the same reload. Okay. And it also has a higher ammunition capacity. And with a higher fire rate, that is going to equate to higher damage output, which basically makes this a superior weapon in nearly every way, and that is not okay. How about our Slav weapons? I see we've got a VSS Vintores down here for the icon, which isn't actually an available weapon! We've got Dragunov's SV98s, M110s, Barrett M82s, and yet, despite the icon, no SV Dragunov or AS Val. I am disappointed. Okay. How about these? Alright, there's a Tavor, a Scar, AK-47 M4, and a number of others. Okay then. How exactly? I've also read, I'm not sure I'll find it right now. What is the luck? What in the world is luck? Game, I require more explanation than an arcane menu I can't read! Anyway, I've read that one can actually pay to access low-level servers and essentially farm new players that way, and that is just a mean-spirited mechanic, if nothing else. Assuming it is actually within the game. Let's see here. I'm assuming these are going to be like a Wheel of Fortune kind of thing. Let's just click on something. Required level 2. I guess I can't even access this thing until I'm level 2. What else? Profile. Statistics, achievement, leaderboard. Do I have any other weaponry? I've got a Tokarev TT and a Scorpion. I can add another weapon slot for 10 gold. What are implants? Let's see. All of these require a level. I'm very, very suspicious as to how one acquires a lot of these items, because no price is listed. And given that items within the shop required... How do I go back? Oh god, how do I go back? Oh, there we go. Weapons. Required gold. I'm very much uncertain as to whether or not weapons in this game can actually get acquired via silver or gold. How about power-ups? What exactly are these? Ammo for rifles, shotguns, pistols, rocket launchers. Lucky Clover saves you from death with 5% chance. What are these? Okay, one can acquire these with either silver or gold, and again, they are only rentals. Now, what I'm wondering is exactly how reasonable these rental prices are, considering I am not sure exactly how much silver I started off with, and assuming, I anticipate rather generously, that I actually earned 944 silver for my 1-kill round initially. Again, I doubt it. I'm just going to work with that, though. That's still in excess of 2.5 well-played rounds just to buy this thing for one day. And I'm assuming it's actually not that. I'm actually kind of assuming it's 44, which means you're probably going to have to play an excessive number of rounds just to rent items in this game for a single day. So let's try quick play really quickly and check exactly what the accrual rate is, because I'm not comfortable ending the episode with as much speculation as I've kind of had to with this game, and luckily that round has just wrapped. So, okay. I dare turn the music back on simply because... Oh, Jesus! Okay, kicking metal. I actually kind of liked the sound of that, however, I'd like the ability to turn it down a little farther. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Was that a direct import of the Unreal Tournament headshot voice? I can swear it is. Okay, I've got my little Tokarev. Alright. Who needs a little Tokarev justice? Oh, hi. Get wrecked. I like my Tokarev. So, who's next? Who wants to meet the wrath of Tanya? Could swear I saw a health pick up there. I'm kind of reminded of a couple of old school games from EG. Back when EG actually existed. Like, I think Gunscape was one of them? Okay. Yeah, Gunscape, Gunbound, along those lines. And a couple of others that have since gone offline that once upon a time I was actually decent at. Okay. Have I collected my gold yet? How many rounds are there? Let's see. Rounds left 15. Okay. I don't want to play 15 rounds. I'd rather not. Can I exit right now and actually keep whatever silver I've earned? Leave room. I had 944 earlier, and I've got 973 now, which answers the question I posed rather significantly. Yeah, I earned not even 100 for a round, and given, I recognize, the round was over very quickly. However, again, the number, the sheer amount of time one must invest in order to even unlock a single day's rental, much less a permanent unlock, is excessive in the extreme. And I kind of wondered whether or not any of this... Let's see, what exactly are these priced at? Yeah. For a forever price, $8,750 for a shotgun. Or one can, I'm assuming, just buy it for roughly 5 to 8 euro. Okay then. A very heavy lean upon the pay-to-win model. Now, let's check whether or not any of these other shotguns here are, in fact, premium. I'm assuming by the gold icon here that this one is, yes. Only acquirable via gold, which is never a good sign unless it's only a reskin. Let's check the stats. No, this does only slightly less damage than the Remington, more damage than everything else. Has increased accuracy, an increased fire rate, a slightly quicker reload, and more capacity. So yes, very blatantly, objectively superior weaponry available only to those who pay. That, I believe, is the very definition of a pay-to-win system, and not okay. Ever at all. I'm done with this game. I had my suspicions when it raised red flag after red flag after red flag in its Steam description, and I'm not usually fond, as you guys who followed my content a long time know, of judging a game prematurely, of coming at it with a default negative attitude. However, I think it was fair to expect the worst, given the description of this game's Steam page. And again, I don't necessarily mean for an episode like this to come across as an attack upon the game or its developers, merely a harsh critique meant at pointing out the facets of gameplay, game design, and business model that are no longer acceptable, never were acceptable in many cases, in the modern gaming market. These are things that need to get evolved beyond, that kind of reveal this game as the roughshod cash grab that it really is. It's not even necessarily entertaining enough, given what little I've played of it, to entice me, to incentivize me, to invest the money, to even have a good time with it, if all I'm in for is what I just witnessed. I'm not hooked, I'm not interested, I'm certainly not entertained enough to want to invest in it. And so that is my first 15 of TDP5 Arena, or whatever the hell it's called, Arena 3D. Can I even change a character? I can change my shirt, apparently, which is kind of nice. I'm assuming that new skins are actually a free feature. I would actually very much have suspected that alternate skins were like cosmetic items. Like, why are premium weapons in this game when alternate skins exist and one could charge for cosmetic items and skins that don't affect gameplay balance? Why? Why not? They're already within the game. That need only get shifted. Can I change? I'm assuming, yeah, changing character actually costs money. And apparently, there are alternate skins. There are these guys. And they cost a lot of money. 20 gold. Good God, what is... Okay, a random, I'm guessing. And... Voldo, hi, how you doing, buddy? And the insurgency guy. Okay, so, one, do these guys look as though they belong alongside these guys? Much less her? Why? And apparently Kano is in this game as well. I am asking, curiously, genuinely curious, why the decision was made to implement objectively pay-to-win shop mechanics when alternate skins are available in this kind of variety, which is actually a cool thing. And one couldn't just lean more toward the cosmetic end rather than the game-breakingly unbalanced premium content end. I can't wrap my head around that when both are present. That was a decision someone made, and a bad one. Anyway, I was this close to conducting an outro before. I'm going to leave this game and never come back, lest I lose my temper further. So this has been my first 15 with TDP5 Arena. I advise anyone with self-respect and respect for the sorts of gaming practices that one does or does not want to see perpetuated, keep away from this game. Allowing any amount of attention, of money, of numbers, of any kind of positivity to flow to these developers is only enabling the furtherance of the kinds of practices I've just criticized. Again, vote with your wallet or with your time. I am Mr. Black, here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Wow, do you even texture, bro? What is that? What in the world is... Why did your gun have no sound? Oh my god. I don't know if I can deal with this. I really don't.